Jasmine ended up with the short end of the stick. Seems that she's been ordered to pay Gino alimony, spousal support. Shall let's talk about it, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall. A sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers, to my listening reviews. All in all, who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for Auntie Advice. Sweet old. It's time for Auntie Advice. Oh, yeah. It's time for Auntie Advice. Well, well, well. You see the title. Jasmine has been ordered to pay Gino. And the fans are shocked. Oh, yes, they are. Let's talk about it. Y'all know I don't see, it seems like now over 20 years, we have been talking about Jasmine and Gino, who we thought or think is right and who we thought or think is wrong. Honey, we've seen them argue. We've seen her throw things at Gino. We saw her, in my humble opinion, pretended to be so in love with Gino, got her green card, honey, started a poly relationship. Started a poly relationship with someone in a gym and had a baby, all in under 10 years. We saw them try to reconcile with one another, all the breakups. Child, it was a mess. We wanted, okay, let me not say we. I wanted so bad for Gino to wake up prior to him marrying Jasmine. But as we all know, the 90-day way doesn't appear to let the person go. It appears you go all the way to the wedding and then you try to make some changes. This is just my humble opinion. This is what it appears to, be like to me. Anyway, according to US Weekly, who reported on the court records that they obtained, Jasmine and her man have been ordered to pay Gino $20,000 in spousal support. So I'm just going to leave that right there for a minute. Jasmine has been ordered to pay Gino $20,000 in spousal. Some of y'all probably are just as surprised as I was when I first read this mess. Not only does the settlement reportedly require Jasmine and her man to pay Gino, but the payments are scheduled to be made over 40 months at $500 per month. Now, I know for some people it doesn't seem like a lot, but honey, we don't know what kind of income Jasmine has. Now, I know maybe a couple of months ago, she was doing some videos that she had a cleaning service or was working for a cleaning service. Every wall she wipes down now and every trash can she empties, half of it or some of it will be going to Gino. She has to pay him $500 per month, starting in how many days now? July 1? Let me see. When would that be? When would that be? Wouldn't that be sometime this week? Hold on. Let me check my handy dandy calendar. Calendar. Okay, let me put it down here in the search engine. Calendar. Okay, calendar. So she'll be paying him on July 1. Let's see. Yeah, let's see when that starts. Is that like Wednesday? Is that Thursday? Oh, come on, calendar. Let's see what day that is. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be Wednesday of this week. I wonder if this is going to change the conversation with people who decide that they're going to marry someone and be free of any responsibility on behalf of those who come into the country. Anyway, I digress. Now, before I get into all of the shenanigans of the settlement, we're going to take a little real quick trip down memory lane because I think that we need to revisit it. Now, Gino, of course, we all know, met Jasmine online like he does all the other women that he has dated. And they, in the franchise, are one of the most talked about couples because, uh because Jasmine continues to drop video after video, okay, live after live on all social media platforms. Jasmine, of course, we all remember she is from Panama, and she's loud, emotional, and never afraid to get up in Gino's face or anybody else's face. Gino, on the other hand, tries to come off as reserved and awkward and conflict averse, but we know Gino is just as petty, in my humble opinion, as Jasmine is, and has a problem with not just using social media for talking about stuff or posting pictures or whatever. He uses it for dating, allegedly. It did not take us a long time before we realized that they were different and that this relationship appeared to be one sided. Okay. So eventually, over the years, because it's been years, their marriage finally came to an end. And then they started being on shows together while separated. As a matter of fact, the last show that they was on, Matt was on with them. Okay. So let's talk about the legal document. The legal documents and the court filings are separate from what either party was saying publicly, right? And but what is being recorded or reported in US Weekly, Jasmine has been ordered to pay Gino $20,000 in spousal support. The payments, like I said, are scheduled at $500 each month over a period of 40 months. The property division was also disclosed and outlined in the settlement. Reportedly, Gino gets to keep um, his home in Michigan, while Jasmine will keep the home in Florida. So does that mean that Matt brought the home in Florida with Jasmine? Now I know that Jasmine had done some videos alluding to the fact that her and Matt had brought a home together, but I just didn't think that Matt would do something like that. Like, why would he? Anyway, each one of them will keep their own personal belongings, their clothing, jewelry, and the furnishings located in their homes. In addition, Gino will be able to keep his 2015 Ford Explorer. I probably would have gave that to him. So anyway, according to the report, it appears that the court sought to divide the assets in a way that allowed Gino and Jasmine to move forward independently while resolving the financial issues between them. And of course, the legal settlement wasn't the only thing that was making headlines. Gino's attorney also allegedly spoke publicly after the divorce was finalized, and according to U.S. Weekly, Gino's attorney stated that Gino had originally proposed that each party simply keep what they already had and walk away without either side paying the other. However, the attorney went on to claim that Jasmine sought financial relief that she wasn't ultimately entitled to. See, you never can win when you're dirty. Gino saying, let's just walk away. She said, no, I want some papers. Look like she going to be giving Gino 500 papers a month. She was still trying to seek financial relief that she wasn't even entitled to. Y'all remember, it's been years that she has been screaming that the TLC money that they earned together, or that she made Gino cap the money for it. I guess the courts looked at that and said, no. The attorney also remarked in the end, Jasmine would be paying Gino, while Gino would not be paying Jasmine one red cent. And I believe that that's in quotes. Not nary red cent. As with any attorney representing the client, those comments reflect advocacy on behalf of Gino and should be viewed in that context. Jasmine also reported publicly, according to U.S. Weekly, that her attorney praised her for what was described as remarkable restraint throughout the legal proceeding and stated the false accusations had been made against her publicly. Her legal team also announced that a cease and desist demand had been issued and indicated they were prepared to pursue legal remedies if they believe defamatory statements continue. Jasmine's manager added that Jasmine accepted the settlement because she wanted to move forward with her life and to focus on her children and her future, i.e., shut the God. Those statements, of course, represents Jasmine's perspective and the position of those advocating on Jasmine's behalf. So basically, when I look back down memory lane and look at everything that has happened, I realize, y'all, that this is all about expectations. For years, for years, being a content creator covering 90-Day Fiancé, specifically Jasmine and Gino, many viewers have formed opinions about this couple based on what they watched on TV and what they saw posted on social media. So a lot of people assumed that if there were ever financial obligations after divorce, that it would fall on Gino. Instead, the reported settlement. Why am I smiling? Why am I smiling? Instead, the reported settlement from Us Weekly basically said the opposite. And that's exactly why this story has generated so much discussion downtown in the comments section. I also want to say this real quick before I get up out of here. Divorce settlements are basically based on state law, on financial disclosures, and the facts, the specific facts presented to the court. It's not social media fodder. And it's not a reflection of what we think or who we think is a better spouse or who viewers believe are right or wrong during a relationship. The court applies legal standards that don't always align with what we think about what our opinions are, and that's something that is easy to lose sight of being a fan or a viewer of 90 Day Fiancé, specifically Jasmine, Matt, and Gino's relationship. These are television reality stars that some people think that they know over the years. Isn't it funny how we are gathered here today to talk about Jasmine being the one who is paying and not Gino? So I want to know what y'all think about it. Are y'all surprised to learn that Jasmine is being reported as the one who is ordered to pay Gino's spousal support? Do you all think the settlement makes sense based on what you've seen throughout their relationship? Or does it leave you with even more questions about what happened behind the scenes? Let's keep the conversation respectful, y'all. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notification bells so that every time I go live, you go live right along with me. And don't forget to hype the video. And I know some of you all have been coming back and doing it, and I truly do appreciate it because you ain't got but 3 hypes to use. And I am honored when you all use your hypes with me. Thank you all so much and have a great Sunday. Bye, y'all.